Aries, what's happening? Are you up for a little romantic reading for your February Valentine's Day projection here? I'm doing a 5-card spread. I'm going to do the first one for couples, the second reading for signals, Aries. But let's see what we get. So here is your Valentine's Day forecast there, Aries. For couples, for those who are in a partnership already. What is it that Spirit wants you to know? We're focusing on a particular situation, of course, and one just went flying as usual. So give me a moment here. I can find my way out of this. There we go. Beautiful. 8 of Swords. Okay. First card out is your 2 of Cups. Second card out is your Knave of Cups. And third card out, which represents the current situation leading into your Valentine's for you couples, you Aries or cross-watchers with an Aries couples here. For many of you, it looks like there may be a little stagnation and perhaps challenge for something new to bring some vitality back to the relationship for sure here. But let's see what the actual challenges are. Nope, not all those. Here with your next card out, and then what the overall outcome is for your Valentine's Day. And by the way, folks, if those of you who do not know me already, my name is Rachel Stebbins Navy, aka Villaggio Strega, or you can follow me on Facebook. If you have a challenge, a situation in your life you'd like more clarity on, some guidance and support, feel free to reach out to me. All my information is either linked below or in the description of my channel in the About section. Tarot and artwork and all that other fun stuff has been my hobby here for over 20, 30 years now. So I'm a long-time reader. And I really do love what I do, both creating and working with the tarot here. See what the messages are, but YouTube's new to me. So don't forget to like and subscribe so I can keep coming back. And I hate those darn algorithms, but if I take a week off, they sure do show it. So, okay, there it is. Okay, we're getting 2, I guess. Let's see. We've definitely got the 8 of Cups. Are we taking this one over here? No. Okay. What was it? 6 Cups. Okay, good. All right, let's talk, Aries. Aries couples. 2 Cups energy is what you're coming out with. That's like kind of going into it, what will the vibe of Valentine's be like? And of course, there's a choice involved, but this is a wonderful thing, especially if you're already coupled up, which is what this first reading is about. This cup, the 2 Cups, represents couples that's already gone through some sort of trials and tribulations. They bring a lot of strength to relationship because they're comfortable being themselves. They know who each other is. They've already gone through enough to really solidify the relationship as it is. And they understand each other really, really well. You've got the Knave of Cups energy, and that's where I was talking about, like, it may need a little bit of vitality to it, a little something new to spice it up here. Knave of Cups, of course, is somebody who's not as emotionally mature. So this could be part of the challenges of the relationship. Is the relationship may not be as emotionally mature as it should be. Still, they know each other pretty well now. There is a bit of strength here with this. But the Knave of Cups can also represent some childish energy. This may be the introduction of a new birth, a new child. It may be you're dealing with somebody with either childlike energy or there's children involved in the relationship. This can also represent a new journey of sorts that you both would be on, Aries, in the relationship, because this 2 of Cups energy, going about it together. Something new you haven't explored yet, a change perhaps in the relationship, but something to look forward to, something bright, fun, and exciting in this new journey as it is with the relationship. Now, your center card for this very specific kind of reading or specific question is a kind of feeling of stuck energy. It's kind of like, oh, you want to move forward, and maybe some of you are thinking like a marriage proposal in there or some sort of new aspect, because that Knave again, Cups energy, new aspect to the relationship. But someone, and possibly you, Aries, is feeling a little bit stuck about it all. Got snowy hair with it. Maybe stuck in your head, does not really know how to proceed, does not see the way to proceed. When really, if you could kind of let go of that doubting energy, that self-doubting energy, then you would be able to progress in the relationship. And it can leave you sometimes. The challenge for this reading is Five of Pentacles energy. So you can, so often Aries, you may feel, some of you may feel like you're left alone in the relationship, or you feel left out of things. You may feel that you've been abandoned in some sense at times, which doesn't really sound like the happiest of relationships, but it probably has more to do with your own thoughts and feelings than what's actually really going on. Because Five of Pentacles also represents an individual who's not seeing where the shelter is, who's not seeing where the warmth is, the light comes from. It's not seeing that spirit has their back, for sure. So it's a matter of kind of like retraining your brain, kind of getting your thoughts focused more on the positive and what help is available to you, perhaps, or what love is there available to you. So that way you can see it and move forward, because you really do have a beautiful pathway relationship-wise, perhaps here, Aries, for many of you, that is moving towards a new direction. It's moving one of self-exploration. Pardon me. You can go with your partner for sure along this journey. You guys can, once you kind of get out of that mindset of no, I can't, you definitely can move forward on a path of a new beginning here, whether it's together or by yourselves, where there is a lot of emotional satisfaction. Eight of Cups is really a card of looking at where you've been, acknowledging and honoring what has emotionally satisfied you in the past, and paving a way for a new future, one that brings new sense of self, new emotional fulfillment to yourself. So that's really a beautiful thing. I'm going to pull one more card from the angel deck to see what it is Spirit wants you Aries couples already in relationships to know for February here. This is our Aries love reading, our Valentine's love reading, if you're just stopping in. And then I'll work on the singles. So what is it Spirit would like Aries to know about the relationships for February 14th, Valentine's Day? That one's kind of like, I'm going to shove you back in, see if you come back out. What is it Spirit would like? Thank you. Victory! So, Archangel messages would like, your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. Couples, you've got a victory of sorts. Hang in there, Aries. I think that's great. That's a beautiful card to get. Okay, let's work on you singles then. See what's going on for you Aries singles. Yes. See what your reading is. I'm going to do it the same way. You're going to get 5 cards. It will express what your challenges are, what direction you're headed, where you're at currently, what you're manifesting, your overall challenges, and the overall energy of the relationship of yourself in regards to relationships, in particular February 14th. For your Valentine's Day. I never really was a big Valentine's Day person. You know, here I went to dinner, you know, here and there. My husband and I, we exchanged gifts, things like that. But I thought, what's the point? Now that I'm older, though, I think it's nice to have a day where we really single out a love, and or loves plural, and you know, it's just another day to acknowledge and share love and light. All right, first one out is the Hanged Man energy for you single Aries or Aries cross watchers. Just notice there's a map on that skull, huh? Well, makes sense. New journey. Second one out is Two of Wands. Kind of gathering your resources, surveying your options. Next one out, we have the Chariot. Beautiful. The Four of Wands and the Knight of Swords. Okay, let me break this down to you here, single Aries. So you're kind of being stubborn about a situation. Maybe you're not really looking for love. Who knows? But all in all here, Maybe some of you Aries are really contentious being on your own too. In particular with this reading is what I'm seeing. But if you're looking for love, you may have a little bit of a stubborn streak that is kind of like whoa to other people, Aries. And that's a very common Aries trait, in all honesty. What I'm also seeing is there may be a moment of pause here, that maybe you're just kind of like taking your time with things. You're not ready to jump into a relationship or anything like that. I don't see any cups out here. So I'm not saying that all Aries are not going to have some emotionally satisfying love for Valentine's Day by any means. Many of you will. But in particular, this group of Aries seems to be focused more on their actions and where they want to go in life. Now, there is somebody showing up for many of you here, and I'll get to him in just a moment, because I do have a Knight of Swords energy out here, and I do have the Chariot card here for the center card. A Two of Wands energy. This is indicating to me that, again, that you're focused on kind of where you want to go. You're surveying your domain. In other words, you're checking things out. Like, you're not ready to rush into things. You're taking time on something. Here, you're kind of suspended with your dating options as it is, perhaps. Maybe that's a COVID thing. Maybe that's an environmental thing. Who knows? Maybe that's just a you thing, Aries. But you're really more about what is my domain? What do I have to work with? I'm gathering my resources for future things. I'm looking at all my options. If you're single and searching, the good news is that this is a victory for you on the whole. I get a sense that this is more than a Valentine's Day thing for many of you single Aries. The Chariot card is here, so your victor perhaps is on his way or her way. But this Aries in particular, they take time to really assess and weigh things. They want to know the pros and cons. They humbly accept a victory or a winning of sorts, a relationship of sorts, but they really are slow to go about doing it. Now, the partner perhaps for this Aries, though, and this is where the challenge comes in, Aries, is while you may be taking your time getting going, the partner, perhaps, the relationship you're seeking is a little bit faster moving for many of you. You know that the opportunity's there, but you may not necessarily want to jump right in. Your challenge is, are you celebrating this? You have this victory over here. The person's available, but are you celebrating this change? So many of you may find yourself no longer single come Valentine's Day because of this. But you have somebody who really wants to jump in. You have somebody that appreciates you and has thought about it a lot themselves. They may put you on a little bit of a pedestal, and you may not be quite used to that, Aries. And by the looks of things, I'm going to focus on this Four of Wands energy for a moment, because again, this is the card of celebration, of anticipation of change. It's joy, it's blessing, it's celebrating with friends. It's the exact opposite of what's been leading up to kind of like this Valentine's Day energy for you, where you're kind of reserved, kind of taking it all in, again, looking at your options. But you realize perhaps that this individual is into you. And it's kind of like, are you going to take the opportunity? Are you going to take the extended hand? Take the offer with this Knight of Swords energy, who tends to be a little bit quick, maybe a little bit impulsive at times. You may have a little bit more grounded, slow-moving nature. Not this one, though. They're not immature, but they're not like a king energy. So they could be around the age 30 years old, 25 years old, probably 35 tops. Again, the Knight is represented by a masculine energy, but it doesn't have to be. It can be masculine or feminine energy. But they're really ready. The challenge is to embrace that. If you don't want to be single anymore, the challenge is to embrace that, and will you accept this offer from that Knight of Swords energy as to whether or not, hey, you want to go for it or not. Could be casual, who knows? Uh, but the opportunity's there nonetheless. Let's see what else Spirit wants you to know. Yeah, gifts from God. Here we go. It says, Archangel, we angels bring you gifts from your Creator. Open your arms to receive. So this is definitely looking like it was an unanticipated romantic interest for you, Aries, here coming up for Valentine's. And while you were kind of like, maybe I will, maybe I won't, it looks like you might want to get on board with that and see what it's all about. So I wish you the best, Aries. Blessed me. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Take care.